Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to the panel discussions. Today I'll be served as your moderator. My name is Chetin. As the first time to be a moderator, it's come with a great honor and privilege to deliver these discussions. Today we have gathered here with our four panelists, which from KAA level B2, that are willing to share their different insight about the topic on how to prevent bullying. So starting our first panelist, Ms. Risa, followed by Ms. Woodlim, Ms. Salpia, and lastly, Ms. Moikir. Each panelist can share his or her idea that related to the topic without time limit, and the other panelists expect to be silent and should not interrupt while the other panelist is giving their insight. And at the end of the discussions, the panelists will answer some questions if they still have something in mind or if they need something to correct. So, to formally introduce to all of you, our first panelist, the first to give her view, Ms. Risa.
Thank you, Mr. Chetin, to introduce me. So today I have 2 points to prevent bullying. The first one, work out. If the situation seems threatening or dangerous, it is the best to stay away from the threat. Even if it is not a dangerous situation, remember that you do not have to listen to anyone what that means to you. The best thing to do is walk away from the people quickly. It will send you a message that you are not adhere to such treatment. 2, telling someone so the threat will stop. It is important to report the facts immediately so someone in that can stop it. By telling someone you are being bullied, you will stand up by yourself and show the fact that you will not dare at news. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Risa, for sharing your noteworthy intuitions. Ms. Risa shared what she observed based on the situations. If it seems dangerous to you, you need to report to anyone immediately or walk away, so it will not adhere to such a bad treatment. So on the other hand, let's hear what our second panelist think of the same situations. Ms. Woodlim, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chetin, for introducing me. For this topic, I have some idea to show. But before I go to interpret my idea, I want you to know the meaning of bullying first. You know, bullying is mean a person who uses their strength or power to hurt or frighten a weaker people. Nowadays, no matter in school or in society, always has bullying to a weaker person. The bullying can make people dare not appear in society or in school. Depression and sometimes bullying can make people want to finish their life. So now I will interpret about my idea. To prevent bullying, when the person are being bullied, they can walk away or ignore the person who is bullying. And my last idea is stand up for yourself if you are being bullied. If someone getting bullied in you, stand up and reply to the bully. If you don't do this, the bully may think that you are weak, so they can bully in you. Make sure that you are actively talking to a stand to prevent yourself from getting harmed further. You can interfere by speaking with the bully if you feel safe doing or telling someone what happened to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Woodlim. Ms. Woodlim talked about the way to ignore or walk away and the way to stand up for yourself. So those who are bullying you will stop. So maybe we can know more from our next panelist. Ms. Salpia, you may state your views.
So I just want to thank our moderator, Mr. Chetin, for introducing me. Well, today we're going to discuss about how to prevent bullying. Before I start, I just want to show you clearly about the definition of bullying. As you know, bullying is the behavior of the person who hurt or threaten someone who are smaller or less powerful, often forcing the person to do something that they don't want to do. Now let's move to my opinion. First, tell someone so the bully will stop. It's important to report bullying right away so the person in authority can put a stop to it. By telling someone that you are being bullied, you will be standing up for yourself and showing the bully that you will not put up with their abuse. And the second point is stay calm. It is the bully goal to get an emotional response out of you. So do your best to keep calm and avoid showing them how you feel. Try your best not to show like you are sad, angry, or frightened as well. The bully may feed off of this emotional and increase with effort. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ms. Salpia, for sharing your enlightening cultivation. Ms. Salpia has shared about the way to stay still, the way to stay calm, and telling someone if you are being bullied, so you will not put up with their abuse and efforts. I think maybe our last panelist will give an enlightening memorandum too. May I call Ms. Moikir? You may state your insights.
Thank you, moderator. For me, I think bullying is not good. We should eliminate it. Today, I choose a point that talks about elimination of bullying at school. Bullying is the action that makes people scared and get hurt from it. Every day there are many students that get bullied from their friend or their teacher. Some of them are get bullied because of their livelihood or studying. First, teachers bully on students by using the word to look down when them get low score or don't pass the exam. Teachers shouldn't do that because teachers have a rule to improve providing knowledge, education, and advice. Second, students bully on students. They usually bully on their friends because of their livelihood, skin, or other reason. Other students are young and they don't understand about bullying yet. They just bully on their friends for fun. Some of them are bully on their friends to get the money or order them to do this or do that up to their means. They look down and use bad words and sometimes they use violence too. This is the bad action and they shouldn't do this on their friends. That's all.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mukir, for sharing your view regarding to this circumstance. Ms. Mukir talked about how students get bullied from their teachers, their classmates, or their friends. So now let's move on to our question and answer portions. So I would like to ask Ms. Risa, for you, have you ever been bullied by someone and how do you feel about that?
Thank Mr. Chitin for your question. For me, I have been bullied by someone. I feel so hurt to accept. Bullying is a big problem. It can make people feel hurt, scared, lonely, and anything else. People have been bullying many times, both physically and emotionally, can sometimes be a short-sighted thing.
Thanks, Ms. Risa, for answering fluently. So what about Ms. Woodlim? Have you ever been bullied by someone and how do you feel?
Thank Mr. Moderator for the question. For me, I never ever been bullied by someone, but I feel bad for those who being bullied. It can make them feel afraid, degraded, and often it can make a person feel like they are worthless. And also the bully can attack to the people rather than the weapon. That's all for my answer.
Thank you for this awesome answer, Ms. Woodlim. So now let's go ahead to our next questions for our next panelist, Ms. Sapir. So what will you do if you see someone bullying others?
Thanks for your wonderful question. For me, if I see someone is bullying others, I will tell them to stop the action immediately because it is the bad behavior that people around the world also hate it so bad. That's all.
Thank you so much for responding with great answers, Ms. Sapir. So this is our last questions for our last panelist, Ms. Mukir. So where do you think bullying can happen?
Thank you for your question. I think bullying can happen at school, public place, workplace, on social network, or something else. That's all.
Thank you very much for sharing your great answer, Ms. Mukir. So, well, the discussions come to the end, and it's really give me a new learning regarding to this topic. I hope we can discuss more to explore and open a new perspective. And also would like to thank to our panelists that have joined us discuss for today. That's all for today's discussions, and I hope all of the audience that are watching right now have learned something about this topic. Thank you.